All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have some new tech for you. It is the best teleporting blink build you are going to see. It's on the Chronomancer, which is great for this class because we have the Ascendancy tree that reduces cooldown, and we have a 33% chance to not use a cooldown. So all we're doing here is blinking, nothing but blinking, and we're letting the cast on dodge do the work. Like you've seen in the previous little clip, that was a tier 4 breach, easily done one shot. That is a true one shot. You're not fighting them 2 seconds, 10 seconds. It is absolutely 1 second, one shot. This build, you don't even need a Temporalis. See, I don't have it. You don't need it. You just need actually 3 items to make this build work, and then you go tanky. And as tanky as you can get, you can see I have Grim Favor on, so I am tanky. Oh, it's a rare? What's this rare want? He wants to die. Everything gets one shot if it gets hit by your AoE here. We're gonna complete this whole map so I can show you guys. There is a boss at the end too. But we're literally only using 2 cast on dodge and blink to do all our damage. You can see all I have on my bar, I can temporal rift, but all I have on my bar is temporal rift, time snap, which resets my cooldown, and time freeze. That is the only things we are using in this build, and it just smashes everything on the screen, and you can just teleport. You don't need Archmage. Who? You just need these 3 abilities, man. It is absolutely insane. It's one of the funnest builds to play. I will say it is much better to have a teleport damage build in a map that is a little bit more open. So sometimes you'll run into walls, things like that will happen, but no big deal. Now let's go get the boss. Where is he at? I swear this is some new tech, guys. This tech is insane. It's actually very inexpensive to make. All right, let's see this guy. What are you doing? No special, no conductivity, no nothing. Oops. All I do is teleport on him and he's done. One little teleport on any boss, any mob, it's over. That's it. It's going to be easy to explain the build for you guys. I'm going to show you it right now. All right, so first we're gonna go over the 3 mandatory items, and you're gonna wanna listen up because these items have to be on your character. All right, the first one is you have to have a wand. The wand has to have gain fire, cold, and lightning damage. It has to have all 3 on there. Not just 2, all 3. Also, you're doing physical damage. The spell that is actually doing damage is called Bone Cage. It's AoE and physical damage. It's getting a chain reaction from frost walls, and that's creating the explosion, does infinite damage. We do need the Sacred Flame Shrine as well. This is also great because it gives spirit, but we need gain 55% of damage as extra fire damage. We also need the Trample Toes. Deal 30% of overkill damage to enemies within 2 meters of killed enemy. These 3 combined make this build work. Everything else is maxing out your resist and getting for enough spirit for what you want. I put on this because I wanted to get the spirit for Grim Favor, just be more tanky, Grim Feast. And everything else is energy shield, even my neck piece. It has nothing to do with plus the skills, nothing like that. Don't need it. We need to stay alive, and that's it. After we get those 3 items. All right, so let's go. The only thing I have is points into that's up here is time freeze. I don't even put clarity in, guys. I actually have extra spirit and I don't even have it in. I don't even need it right now. So persistence and second win for time freeze. I don't even know why I would need time freeze, but it is what it is. I have it. So these are the 3 abilities you need. This is it. It's gonna be easy to explain. It's cast on dodge and it's frost wall. Level 9. If you could make them level 8, it's even better. That's with corruption. You can see I corrupted both of these and I got quality on it, which quality is not bad either. but I try to corrupt it to get -1 because you want the cost of mana to be less. I haven't had an issue with mana, but that's it. You want Icicle, you want Spell Cascade, and you want Fortress. You don't have to have Fortress if you don't have the coin for a perfect jewel. You do not have to have Fortress. So you could have these 4 and still run this build. Another cast on Judge. Frostwall, Bone Cage. This is our damage now. This is how we're getting all the damage in. And then you want to make it as big as possible. I'm using Magnified Effect for that. Inspiration, it costs less. I don't even know if I need that. You could play around with Inspiration and see if you need it. See if the mana cost. Let's take it out. Let's see when we're running around here. See, my mana comes back pretty much instantly anyways. So I don't even know if that's needed. That's probably not needed. It goes up so fast. And I could put it in Clarity if I needed to go faster. So we might not even need Inspiration. So I'd probably take off Inspiration if I was not able to get the perfect jewel. Blink, we have Ingenuity for the decreased cooldown. We have Arcane Tempo because Blink actually does have a cast speed, 0.52 seconds. So if we take that out, it's 0.65 seconds. So Blink has a cast speed. And then Mobility. It actually helps after casting just a little bit. Mobility actually helps Blink. So Mobility reduces movement speed penalty while using supportive skills. Since you're blinking a lot, it's pretty good to have. You drop anything good? No. All right. So now let's go and take a look at the tree. So you could play around with a couple things. This is how I have my tree currently. This is something I might play around with. You don't really need time freeze because every boss gets 1 shot. So I might go here and just slow enemies in my presence. So we'll see. I'll play around with it. But currently, time freeze, I haven't even pressed it. So we might switch that out. But we have to do some crazy stuff with the tree here. So I'll actually have the guide below so you can follow along. You're going to just go through as fast as possible. I think this is the shortest route I found. And you're going to go up to this node right here. And then you're going to take a hard left and get some energy shield. We're getting tanky here. You're going here because we do need the energy. So this, we're using 2 cast on dodges and they have 2 skills in them. So you need the increased damage and then you want the actual increased energy gain. So you do crit on this build. So anything crit actually helps you. So you can see I have some crit nodes and then I'm using crit gems with maximum energy shield for more survivability. If you are having trouble with the meta gain, you could put meta gems too. More crit stuff here. We are doing physical damage. So you'll notice I'm taking physical damage nodes. I did pick where my flask gives me life. So my energy shield doesn't recharge, but my flask is giving me life. So I could press that. And now I get life instead of actually having my energy shield recharge. So again, I take it off, 2200 life. I can just cast energy or flask now. That's because of this node right here, Eternal Youth. This is more physical damage now, more gems, more physical damage here, because this is the only ability worth anything that I found that actually does do physical damage. There's more crit down here. So that's when we make that hard stop. And that's why we came this way to get these crit nodes, because we want more crit nodes here. We got to go all the way down. And the reason why we're coming down here is because there is the only spot where you get more cooldown stuff, So that's it. That's the build. There's another thing that I might do as well. If I could anoint this gives me another 10%. So I'd get a little bit faster blink, but it's not that much. So that'd be something I might try out. My blink is pretty much fast enough right now. So I don't really think I need it, but it's always something you can add as well. But that's the build. I will show you guys the full breach run. So solo. Actually, I did it with my brother's rarity bot, so I could try to get something really good. But I'll show you that full run too. It's a tier 4 breach. Comment below if you have any questions. This is a really cool build. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're growing the channel, baby. Let's go. We love me some PoE too. Thank you guys. Have a great day.